they also added the ability to create classes, and now you have a specialist weapon every game. You don't need to make or get them anymore. You always have them. You can choose your equipment. You can choose your starting weapon. You can choose all this shit.
Yeah, I never use the create class or
You
the different classes because.
Oh no, I always just added one class.
Yeah, because the adjustments you make, they're so minor, so tiny that.
And you lose everything when you.
And you lose everything when you prestige, and they're like only 55 levels in one prestige.
And you can't change your class during the game.
No,
like in multiplayer, you can choose a different class in multiplayer, but you can't do this in zombies.
How many games do we play before you as prestige? Maybe less than 10, I think.
If you play really good games, yeah.
So
it barely matters.
Yeah, it barely matters.
But it's okay that you can, like, even though we don't use the different classes, we still use one class.
I still change my class, but I don't see the purpose of having multiple classes and changing. I don't know.
It's the same. It's the same as in Black Ops 3. You could like change your gobblegum builds. You could like select several builds. Like this one build has these gobblegums.
Yeah.
The second build has these other gobblegums. I never used those builds. I always just edited one because it's pointless.
It barely saves any time, and you will still have to adjust some of them anyway because it changes constantly.
If you run out, or if you prestige and you lose some of them,
or if you want to play a certain game like we did with the Pack-a-Punch area in Classified, you had to change it anyway. You're not gonna make an entire build only for this purpose with a lot of shields up and shields.
Yeah.
And shizzle. So I don't get it. It makes no sense to me. I don't use it. It's useless.
I do think that now that you can choose your starting weapons and you start with a specialist weapon and the equipment is much more powerful than it was in previous games.
Yeah,
the game is a lot easier, especially in the early rounds.
It's a lot easier. If you use a grenade, it kills a lot of zombies.
Yeah, the Wraith Fire, for some reason, I don't know why, it's the most powerful equipment there is because it's
the fire. Yeah, the blue fire.
Yeah, the blue fire. It's a Molotov cocktail essentially.
Yeah.
Which doesn't damage you. It only damages zombies. It stays for a while. It keeps burning, and it recharges very fucking fast.
Yeah, I remember while we were sort of camping in the Pack-a-Punch area of Classified, I used the Wraith Fire a lot, and like it kept recharging. I always had two, and when I used one, after 2 minutes I had two again.
Yeah, I don't know why. It's the most powerful one, but it also recharges the fastest.
So it recharges fast, and also you get all of them back when there's a max ammo pickup.
Yeah.
So you've got like plenty of these, so I use them all the time.
You literally never run out.
Strange, it's easy.
It's much easier early game, like the first 20 rounds. They're so easy.
Yeah, so that's what I mean. I don't understand how you. Sometimes you can have be a little unlucky, I guess, but like most of the times you play games of multiple hours.
Yeah.
And then Jesus Christ.
And then we just get sick of it. The Treyarch, put pausing into the game.
In multiplayer, please.
Yeah.
Please.
We need pausing in private matches.
I need to go to the toilet, man.
It's true. We're human.
I want to get a drink while I'm gaming.
And then
stretch my legs.
But anyway, so when you're in like a difficult situation, when you're cornered, when you're surrounded, you can just pull out the specialist weapon. All the zombies around you die. Oh. And then you kill all the other ones with the specialist weapon because it's insta kill always. Yeah. I liked the Black Ops 3 way of doing this, the specialist weapon much better. You had to earn it in the match. You had to like build it somehow or do some stuff to get it. Maybe get it from the box.
Yeah.
Maybe
now you just spawn it.
Now you just get it when you spawn. It's way too easy. And I also felt the specialist weapons in Black Ops 3 were more creative, or at least two of them were. You had
I
like
remember the dragon.
you had like a little dragon. It was essentially a flamethrower. You still have a flamethrower in
But
this
it's
game.
like a boring ass bland.
Yeah, but it's just a
flamethrower.
generic flamethrower.
They
The
didn't-
dragon was
yeah.
much more fun.
They didn't really want to make a model.
Yeah, you could like
It just took
make the dragon fly around and it would attack enemies, and in the meantime you would punch people with the gauntlet. It was much more fun. And then you also had a skull that would make zombie heads explode. You would pull out the skull and all the heads would explode.
Okay.
It was
Maybe
great.
that's more creative than like the ones we have now. There are multiple.
Now you have a sword, and then a
But,
sword
like,
and a gun, and then a hammer.
You just
Yeah.
use it and
you
smash
spam the button, yeah.
spam the button.
And you have a big gun. What else do you have? Oh yeah, you have
Like
the
these
regular rock.
electric-
You also had those in Black Ops 3, but you had to build them or get them
Okay.
from the box. No, it's too easy.
Scepter of Ra.
Scepter of Ra, yeah. It's also too easy, especially to have it early
Well,
game.
the Scepter of Ra is quite underpowered late game to use
As a combat
as a
weapon.
combat weapon.
But it's
but
really
it's
good
really
as a
n-
supporting
But
weapon.
it's not a combat weapon; it's a supporting weapon.
Yeah.
So, like, if you're stuck, you can still take it because the zombies will be blown away
Yeah.
or whatever, and you can run off. But like, if you want to use it in combat, you're gonna die because
Yeah.
you have to
It's too
use this
weak.
melee weapon because the
beam is too
ranged
weak,
weapon
yeah.
is super weak. Yeah. I also like the weapon modifications. I don't know, is that new?
Like the alternate ammo types, like electric,
and the
burst.
sides.
Oh yeah, that stuff.
Like,
No,
They gave snipers a purpose, but
no, that was already in Black Ops 3. This game is a lot like Black Ops 3,
Yeah.
except for the perk stuff.
Yeah,
And-
because like now I can use snipers and not be completely useless.
yeah, that was nice. That was a nice change in Black Ops 3
Nice
as well.
change in Black Ops 3. Yeah, because of the
different sides.
the different sides you could put on the weapon, it's way more useful.
So in conclusion, would you recommend Black Ops 4 Zombies, and how do you rank it compared to Black Ops 2 Zombies?
Well, I'm really glad I didn't have to buy Black Ops 2 Zombies because you bought me that game, right?
Oh, you didn't like it at all?
Black Ops 2 I wouldn't recommend, but Black Ops 4 I certainly would. Because Black Ops 4 is a major improvement.
Yeah, it's even a major improvement over Black Ops 3, I feel. I think they made the gameplay much smoother. The game is more fast-paced. It gets moving more quickly, much sooner. Like in early rounds, the zombies are already much faster than they were.
Yeah, they're already running behind you instead of, because in the early games in Kino it was so slow. The build-up was so slow, and that's why I never wanted to play, because the beginning was so slow, and I always died in the beginning, so I never get to play the real game.
Yeah, in the older games, the early rounds were always very boring. They found a way around that to make the earlier rounds more difficult, but at the same time, they gave you more health and better weapons to like fix that. So I think it's a much better game. It's slightly better than Black Ops 3. Much better than Black Ops 2, and it's also better than Black Ops 1.
Yeah, it's a
So
major improvement.
I would definitely recommend it. I'm just waiting for more maps now. I hope the new maps will be great.
It's gonna be great. It's gonna be great.
That's gonna be great.
It's gonna be.
I like all of the maps that have come out now.
It's quite expensive though.
Yeah, it's pretty
I guess.
expensive. If you're just buying the game for the zombie mode, it's very expensive.
Because there isn't much to it. Because Blackout is, well, it's a battle royale game, so it's shit.
And the multiplayer is still the same multiplayer.
So you could
The-
have bought another game.
the
'cause it's
multiplayer-
exactly the same.
The multiplayer is even worse than Black Ops 3 because you don't even have the enhanced mobility anymore. Like in Black Ops 3,
Oh,
you
yeah.
had like the jump boosts and stuff, and I thought it was really fun. And for some reason, everybody hated that, even though it was much more fun than other games.
Yeah. Anyway. Yeah.
So yeah, we both recommend the game. Maybe buy it when it's in sale, because just for the zombie mode it's very expensive. But if you want to buy it just for the zombie mode, yeah, buy it.
Whatever. Yeah. Just go for it. All right. Bye.
We'll see you next time, hopefully, if we don't go bankrupt. Bye-bye!
Oh no, my money is gone.
It's already gone. No.